Okay guys, I'm back. My apologies. Big thank you, YouTube. Okay, second try. Anyways, welcome to my channel, guys. Welcome, welcome. This is going to be the current energy for the divine masculine and feminine on this beautiful day, November 11th, 2018. Let's go ahead and see what the energies are going to have for us. I've chosen to use the Crystal Tarot and my romance angels. Okay, and we're just going to kind of see what's going on with that. Let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to just start with what's the current energy with the masculine on the left side and the feminine over here on this side. I hope that works for you guys. Okay, let's go ahead. Let me scoot some things out of the way here. All right. Oh, I'm glad you guys could get back and join me. Sorry about YouTube. I'm gonna push through, push through. Okay, Spirit. Hi, guys. Hello, hello. Big hellos to all of you. Hello. Yay. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good reading. We're gonna get through this. It's gonna be fine. Okay. All right. Yeah, the big 11/11. I feel like we have an anniversary. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, let's go ahead and see what's going on with the divine masculine. We just started. What's going on with the divine masculine? Retreat. For those of you just chiming in, this is the first card pulled. We just started. Okay. Happy Sunday. All right. So we have retreat. Divine masculine is taking a break. He is taking a moment of peace for everybody. There's just a moment of reflection also, trying to disconnect from you, from work, from people, from another lover, from everything. I feel the divine masculine wants to retreat. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with the divine feminine energy. The divine feminine energy, what's going on? Divine feminine. Divine feminine. Okay, make the effort. Divine feminine, you are taking big steps, big strides. You're making the effort in this relationship. You're putting the effort in. You're doing prayers, affirmations, visualizations, candle work. You're doing, anything you can to better this relationship for the both of you. You're trying to see it from the other side. You're getting different perspective. This is strong Sagittarius energy, also strong Aquarius energy. I also feel strong foundation, so I want to say Cancerian energy here. This is going to be more swords, more air, okay? This is also going to be a little fire and air mixed here. Any of those signs would be fine, and it's about just kind of taking a break. Let's see what's going to go on here. Spirit, so this is the current energy. What is the struggle? What is the struggle? Okay. Okay, here's the struggle. I don't even know what it is, but we're going to see it. Bottom of the deck, release your ex. Wow, not surprised, not surprised. Let's see. Bum-ba-dum, very soon. Children and release your ex. So this is the foundation. This is going to be the struggle. Your love life is completely affected by either childish behavior or children. It's a consistent message, and guys, I'm going to be honest with you, this children card has come up for every reading I've used the romance angels for the past 2 weeks consistently. Every single reading children comes up, every single reading. So if you do not have children, this may not be for you. And if you do not have children and you find that this reading starts to resonate with you, you're going to find that it may be because there's a past life connection that involved children, or this person could very well just be very childish. Okay? But I'm going to continue with the message. The problem here is you need to quickly let some kind of karmic energy go. You guys, or them, this is between. Here's feminine, here's masculine. You guys figure out what resonates for you. Someone really needs to release karmic energy. This is going to come in the form of a karmic partner. Obviously, that's the very first one. The very first one is releasing a karmic ex. This is someone that you do not need to be with, that you're not supposed to be with. You need to burn it as she's trying to burn it in the fire, burn that karmic contract to the ground. There is a lot of you who are in pain and anguish. And if you are a divine person and you look like this at night or even in the day, this is your problem. You look like this and you're not doing anything about it to change it. You just want to look like this. And you're very stressed out about children and time very soon. So seriously, let me go ahead and just turn that off real quick, guys. Probably my family trying to reach me because my daughter's texting the wrong person. Okay. Anyways. Is today Sunday? I feel like it's Monday. I don't know about you guys, but it feels like a Monday. I know it's Sunday, but it feels like a Monday. Let's see what you guys are saying so far real quick. Yes, I don't know why he can't let the karmic energy go. Yin Bear, I hope this resonates in some way. I hope so too, my loves. Yes, that's what the cards have been showing a lot. See, Rob, if you guys have your own romance angels, you probably get this all the time here. It's been very consistent. Okay, so what I see here is the essence of time. Time is of the essence. People are worrying so much about the time that it takes in regards to a karmic energy. Like I said, this can be a karmic person, this can be a karmic friend, job, or past life energy that is haunting you. It's affecting you and your family. Someone out there could be a strong dog person too. I just want to see if that resonates for some of you guys. What is crowning the energy? What Spirit sees is conflict and defeat, which is the 5 of Swords, and then prosperity begins, which is the Ace of Pentacles. Conflict and defeat and prosperity begins. I hope you guys can see this clearly. I want to tell you right off the bat, what Spirit sees is you have an inner conflict. Remember, the swords represent your mind, y'all. You guys have an inner conflict, and it is beating you down. It is beating you down. Look at this person. He is stumbling down the stairs. Okay, about to fall over, and there's a candle at the bottom. So he's trying to find the light in the dark. He's trying to find clarity and wisdom in a very confusing, painful situation. This person feels very alone. This person also feels like they're going on an uphill battle, and they're not going with the flow. So my first message is, whoever this resonates for, someone in this reading is not allowing things to unfold naturally. Someone is not going with the flow of nature, the flow of the universe, and you're not doing what you're asked. Whoever that's for, that needs to change. There is a stubbornness, and there is an anger, and there is animosity, and there is disdain, and I feel someone wanting to get physical. Remember, the 5 of Swords is literally people fighting with swords. There's competition in the air, and it might be because of this karmic. There is competition in the air, and someone is really worried about the competition. That's strong Rahu influence. Strong Rahu. Somebody here has a strong Rahu, which is the south node of the moon, with the moon, which means your mind and your emotions. Whoever is ruled by the moon, if your rising sign is ruled by the moon, if you are a Cancerian or a Taurus, you are ruled by the moon. If your 7th house, the Lord, is ruled by the moon, you're really suffering here. And now I think it's a good time to talk about this Scorpio new moon, the energy you're in. You guys are really kind of in between Libra and Scorpio, the very last degrees of Libra, which is critica, which is critical. And if you guys could imagine someone in an ER room saying, it's reached critical condition, they need to go to the intensive care unit, they need to be rushed off to the surgery department right away. Critical condition, high alert. That's what's going on here. This new moon is in critical condition. It's on the cusp of being overly beating yourself up, overly critical, or overly attacking someone else, and on the cusp of completely letting it go and dying in the sign of Scorpio. This relationship is in balance and in limbo between critically trying to pick out the details and fix this and completely letting it go. I think a lot of you guys are in the energy of confusion. You don't know if you want this or you want to let it go. You just don't know. You're trying to get the answer. Critica is like a surgeon trying to get to the bottom of this disease he's trying to cut out. And it's very detailed, it's very focused, and it's very critical, and it's very serious. And you know, I'm not gonna tickle your ears, guys. It's painful. A lot of you guys are in a serious amount of heart pain. And I feel a strong urgency to say that it's not just the opposite energy that you're trying to hope they need to release their karmic partner. I want to stress, if someone here is wanting someone to leave their karmic partner, this energy involves you. The reason their karmic partner is still with them, it involves you. There is some kind of karmic contract you're not ready to release. You are letting yourself hang on to the karmic partner, and in lieu and in return for your thoughts, your visualizations, your efforts of stress and anger and disparity, you have created more time with the karmic, with your partner. I'm not trying to put blame on anybody. I'm not saying it's your fault, because it's not your fault. But I'm saying you are a contributor. Someone here, and I don't know if it's the masculine or the feminine, that's up to you guys. If this resonates for you, maybe you are part of the contribution to why this energy is not being released, because twin flames and divine souls mirror each other, and what one does will encourage the other. When one releases a karmic energy, the other will feel the need to release the karmic energy. When one purges a heartfelt pain and family healing, it will encourage the other one to do the same. There is one of you guys that is a leader, and one of you guys is the follower. But someone's not leading. Someone is not leading. Instead of being the Aries, the father, the leader, the light at the end of the stairwell, they are contributing to the darkness. Spirit, can we get some more clarification here on this reading? 9 of Pentacles with make the effort. Someone, I feel, is not giving themselves love or comfort. They're supposed to find peace in solitude, but they're not. They're anguishing in solitude. The Magician is here with retreat for the masculine energy. This is the energy for both. Both of these people are switching and back and forth here in this energy because they're both manifesting. The Magician is the manifester. He brings what you feel and what you think and what you desire into reality. He performs rituals. He is a warlock. He is a magician, a powerful, magical being. And whatever you put into the mix, whatever is in this cauldron, just example, whatever's in the mix, whatever's in the cauldron, whatever you're stirring up, whatever's being stirred up in the pot is what is being manifested. The Magician is power behind this cauldron to make it happen actually in reality, to perform the magic trick. Someone here has the ingredients, and the Magician is serving whatever you've put into the ingredients. The Magician has now served the recipe you created or the both of you created. You're eating karma pie. Okay, everyone here, whatever you're experiencing it could be good, it could be bad. I don't know what you're experiencing. I'm going to get more into the reading. But whatever you're experiencing is your ingredients. You put your ingredients in it. Let's see. Spirit, what's going on with this release the X? Can you give me some more insight to this release the X? What's going on here? We have the Empress. Okay, this could be a Taurus energy. Maybe a Taurus is involved, but let's just not talk about the signs. This is also Cancerian. Okay, but this release the X is the energy of whatever was growing. You need to let go. Somebody was growing a relationship. Somebody was growing it, and they didn't want to let it go. Somebody also could have had a miscarriage. Okay? 3 years ago, 3 months ago, 3 weeks ago. Somebody could have had a miscarriage. Or whatever was growing in the relationship, it ended 3 years ago. Something to that nature of 3. I'm feeling the number 3 in this reading. Somebody here wants to reconcile very soon. What are they doing to do this? Spirit, what do we see happening with very soon? Is it reconciliation? Is it clearing? What is it? I told you I'm feeling the energy of 3. Now we have the 3 of Pentacles. Maybe the 3 that I'm feeling is just this third-party situation. Okay? That could also be what it is. I feel like you're working on this and you want to see the prosperity from your work. Somebody has dedicated themselves to seeing the truth in a relationship, and someone has been working very hard. Someone has been purging. Someone has been clearing. Someone has tamed the beast. They've been working on themselves. They have indeed fixed the hurt in their heart that existed and kept them behind. They have taken it out of the equation. They made the effort, and they are indeed just waiting on the results. Very soon, what's going to happen? This person is coming back to me. I am waiting. And the release your ex business for a lot of you, when I see the Empress, is definitely the energy of it's growing. It's not here yet, but it's very pregnant, for a lack of better words. It's very pregnant. Whatever affirmations, rituals, and purging and clearing and honest self-seeking and coming to the acknowledgement of what your life is all about, and you finally reached the end of that tunnel. Whatever you've discovered, it did help. It is coming very soon. You are working on it. It's in the midst of creation. Just wait. It's here. It's so much here. But like I told you in the beginning of this reading, conflict creates defeat. And if you are mentally conflicted and confusing yourself, even though prosperity is beginning, you will feel defeated. And if you put that energy into your cauldron of ingredients here, if you are throwing the energy of defeat and worry and sorrow and anguish, the way that picture looks with this person, if you're throwing this into the mix, into the cauldron, you're going to experience more of that. What we think about, we bring about, and what you're feeling. And if you're not healing it and it's bad, you're going to create more problems for yourself. Okay? Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups with children. This is a soulmate relationship. You're supposed to be with this person, and you will have children and marriage with this person if you haven't already. By the next full moon, which will be in Taurus, remember I follow Vedic, guys. I am not following tropical astrology. For those of you that are looking for a tropical astrologer, there's so many good ones on the internet, and I hope you find one, but it's not me. This relationship is being transformed. And if you understand what Scorpio is, I wish I had my Bible. Damn it, where's my Bible? I wanted to read it. Maybe you guys can type it on there, the verse. But it's that, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For my God is my rod and my staff, my light, my wisdom. And we will overcome death. I don't think I quoted it completely right. It's been years, but give me a break, guys. I'm trying. But if you guys know that saying, okay, it's about looking your shadow self into the eyes, looking that demon and that devil into the eyes and saying, I see you. And instead of fighting you, and instead of putting you down and beating you up and trying to defeat you, like Hercules trying to defeat that 9-headed beast, and every time he cut one of his heads off, 2 sprouted. This is the Mariah! Okay, then be quiet if you're in here, okay? You can stay in here, just be quiet. I'm sorry, guys, I got distracted. Apparently I'm gonna have to hold him until my daughter comes down. Let me cover the microphone so I can call her real quick. I'm not.
Okay.
Mariah! Okay, thank you. Can you bribe him, please? Ice cream. Mariah has ice cream. Vanilla ice cream. I'm sorry, guys. We need bribes. Go ahead and get a spoon and you can have your ice cream. It's a little cup. Okay, Sissy's going to find you a surprise in the fridge. Okay, thank you. Sorry, guys. We have to bribe around here. We have to bribe. I'm trying to get this reading out not so long. Anyways, when Hercules was trying to defeat that 9-headed beast, he remembered that, every time you cut down a bad part of your soul or a bad part of yourself, or and I'm going to give you an example, and please bear with me. It's Gemini talking here. This release your ex, this karmic energy, is the 9-headed beast. It's the 9-headed dragon, the hydran, or whatever it's called. The hydran? I don't know, whatever it's called. Anyways, that is the beast you're trying to conquer. Have you guys ever read any of the Greek mythology or even seen the movies of him trying to defeat this 9-headed beast? The Hydra. Thank you, Marco. And he's cutting the damn heads off, and it's like 2 pop up and 2 pop up, and he's like, oh my God, I cannot defeat this freaking thing. Why did they send me here to defeat this thing when I can't even do it? Why would God send me through the valley of the shadow of death with my twin if I can't overcome this karmic? What in the F? What in the actual F am I doing in this relationship? And this is where the confusion, the conflict, that is this my twin? Is it not? What do I do? What do I do? Right? It's that kind of energy. Calm down. This is what Hercules had to do. He had to calm down. And he remembered, and I wrote it down. Shit, I think I know the saying. I'm sorry, just give me a second because I wrote it down. There's a saying, it's something about when you kneel, you gain, and you rise by kneeling, something like that. When you kneel down and you bring your humbleness to the ground, you bring your pride, to the ground, and you act like you're kneeling in defeat to the beast, it becomes clear. And that's when Hercules realized, I have to grab with my strength the bottom of the beast, the roots. Where is this beast planted? He's planted on the ground. I can't defeat him by cutting him and getting angry and trying to cut this beast out of my life. I need to bring it up to the light. The light is God. It is your creator. It is the heavens. It is the sun. It is the universe. It is the warmth, your knowledge. Okay? It's your wisdom. And you must humble yourself to gain wisdom. That's the key. You have to let yourself go, defeat your pride, because in essence that is the beast. The karmic and your ego and your pride is the beast. And you must kneel to it. See that you have a shadow side. See that you have a darkness in you. That something is also wrong with you. And when you kneel, you gain perspective. you gain wisdom. And when Hercules did that, he uprooted the beast with his strength, because he found strength in God. He found strength in the sun. He found strength in wisdom because he humbled himself. And the dragon Hydra thought, I've defeated you. You're kneeling to me. Yes, I am your God. I have defeated you. But no, he went underneath the beast and he uprooted him from the ground, and he held him up with all his strength on his shoulders, on his hands, and he pushed the beast up in the air, high, to where the sun and God and the wisdom and the universe defeated the beast. It melted the beast. It burned him to ashes. It defeated him. Because Hercules humbled himself, and he realized he cannot defeat this beast alone. He needs God. He needs the archangels. You need the universe. You need to humble yourself and have some wisdom and find strength in the sun, which is your soul in astrology. The sun is your soul. You have to find strength in your heart, in the light inside of you, that ray of sunshine, to hold the truth up. Always uphold the truth. Always humble yourself and say, you can defeat anything if you are willing to first defeat yourself. So who here is ready to defeat yourself so you can defeat your enemy? That's the truth here. That's what needs to happen here. That is why we are having conflict and defeat, because our focus is cutting the heads off the beast, not kneeling down and gaining perspective and wisdom that there is a beast inside of us, and when I tame that beast, the conflict and defeat is released. Okay? So make the effort, make the right kind of effort. This is being grown. It's being stirred up inside of you. Your love, your emotions, this relationship, the memories, it's all being stirred in a pot. And we are supposed to gain something from this, learn something from this. If this resonates for you, great. If not, it's going to resonate for your partner. This is their story, or this is your story. However this resonates for you. I'm doing a dual reading. But the success from this relationship is going to come from self-reflection. This is the energy of the hermit. So strong Virgo reflection here. This is the energy of hermit. Go to this mountain and find reflection. And when you know the truth, come off of your high mountain on your high horse and come down in service. And serve with love and unconditional forgiveness. Unconditional love for everyone. Okay? So that's part of the reading. Let's go ahead and see what else is going on here. Okay, spirits, let's go ahead and clarify what's going on with this conflict and defeat. We are going to defeat this conflict, and prosperity is beginning and promised with the Ace of Pentacles. This is strong Taurus energy with the Ace of Pentacles. It's also strong Cancerian, again, because the Cancerian is the foundation, the number 4, the foundation of love and family. Your home is where the heart is. It's not a building or a place. And the Cancerian energy knows this all too well. Home is not a building or a place. Home is where your heart is. And someone's heart is a seed in the ground for someone else. Someone has planted the relationship, and it is being grown, and it is coming to fruition. Spirit, what is going on here with this conflict and defeat? Thank you so much, Sophia. I won't answer questions right now till the reading's over, okay? Is my DM looking for me? I've been told he is. Okay. Sophia, I haven't done your reading. I'll check you out in the end. I'll pull a card or two for you. But I do know if someone's looking for you, they know how to find you. And if someone is your ex and they know where you are and your location and your number, if they wanted to reach out to you, they would. Sometimes they're holding back because they don't want to talk, but it doesn't mean that they're looking for you, okay? I don't think that's correct, but I'll pull some cards at the end. Spirit, what's going on with conflict and defeat? Conflict and defeat. Conflict and defeat. What is the conflict? 5 of Pentacles. Wow. We've got the 5 of Swords. Now we have the 5 of Coins, the 5 of Pentacles. Left out in the cold, abandoned, possibly with children. Somebody feels they have been abandoned with children. And maybe the children in this reading doesn't literally represent children for everybody. It also is the essence of, you know, when you feel like a child, you feel vulnerable. When you're a child, you trust someone wholeheartedly. You would never think they would hurt you, desert you, abuse you in any way. Children are very trusting. And then when someone does hurt you, they do throw you down. You're shocked and you feel that you're very vulnerable like a child, and you're crying and you're hurt. And you're like, I was supposed to be cared for by you. I was supposed to be nurtured. And this is not just in this relationship. Someone here feels abandoned not only by their lover, and you know the rest of the story, you feel abandoned by God. You feel abandoned by your archangels, abandoned by your family, abandoned by your love, abandoned, 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 abandoned. That is the conflict. And, you know, it may be the same story I've been saying for weeks and months, guys, but it's that empty cup method. Until we have made the effort and purged with our heart that energy of abandonment and letting it go and never being vulnerable again, knowing that we are the mother and father of ourselves. We are the God in our own selves. We are the protector in ourselves. We have the power of creation. We have God in us. We have mother and father in us. We have spouse in us. When we have realized we have the strength to overcome this abandonment feeling, we will be no longer defeated, but empowered. And that is the conflict and defeat. It's not just the abandonment by this person. That was the trigger. This was the final trigger. I have been abandoned and left alone by this person. This person has put me out in the cold again. Some of you, I'm not going to lie, you've been ghosted. 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. You're out in the cold. They're not talking to you and they cut you off. Your grandma died yesterday? Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry to hear that. Lots of love and light to you, my dear. Notice she died on the 10th. The new beginnings, endings and new beginnings. She will be reborn. She will be reborn and come back and do this wonderful life again. And she will always be your guide. Her spirit is with you. She was ready. You have to overcome these things, guys. You have to overcome these things. We need to find strength. And you know, the problem here is the strength has been in us all along. Sometimes you need strength just to believe in yourself. Sometimes you need strength to believe in yourself, if I already said that. Sometimes you don't need physical strength. You just need emotional strength. You need energy to keep doing your efforts. You need the energy. Sometimes you need strength for that. So always ask your archangels and God and the universe for strength. Okay? Someone said some people just need an apology, but here's the truth in that. That's against free will. Sometimes we're never, ever, ever, ever going to get an apology. Ever. And we have to be okay with that. We cannot force an apology. Sometimes we have to just say, I'm okay without it. I don't need the apology. I don't need this person to come forward and release me. I need to release myself. I need to release myself from wanting an apology. I need to say that I am better without that energy in my life. Sometimes we need to have that strength. That's what I mean, again, with that 2-cup method that I'm talking about, guys. People show up with this empty cup, and it's completely bare and empty. And they're walking around like the beggar with 5 of Pentacles saying, fill my cup. I'm unhappy. Will you fill my cup? Will you fill my cup? Will you fill my cup? What's going to make me happy? A new car? Another relationship? My soulmate? My parents? My children? What's going to make me happy? That's the cup, and it's empty. And that is why you have conflict and defeat. You must find it in yourself to let all that shit go. Let go what you need. Because you don't need anything. You are a soul in a physical body experiencing life. Your soul is untouchable. It's untarnished. It's infinite. Your soul will live forever. It doesn't need anything but enlightenment. Enlightenment and love, that's what it needs. And you must love yourself first. That's what you need. What you really need is not the car, not the apology, not the lover, not the children, not the relationship, not the house, not the job. What you really need is love from yourself. And in that, you will find your strength. And you will overcome your own Hydra. You will overcome the shadow inside yourself. And you'll find the answers that you seek. Like the Hermit card. You will go on that mountain alone in the dark and in the cold, just like the 5 of Pentacles. The Hierophant and the 5 of Pentacles are alone usually, or cold. They feel alone. They feel unloved. They feel cold. They feel shafted. They feel exiled from the rest of existence. They feel singled out. And in this singled out energy, you find that the light has been inside you this whole time. Inside that little lantern. You had the star, you had the wisdom, you had it all. You just had to find it inside yourself and stop asking everyone else to give it to you as a present or a gift or some kind of something you could attain. Let's go ahead and clarify this prosperity, this new beginning that is coming very soon. What is going on with this prosperity and new beginning? Well, we are taking down the foundation. We have the Tower. The Tower is taking down the old foundation and bringing up the new. And I told you we are in that new moon Scorpio energy. This is what Scorpio is going to do for you. You are walking in the valley of the shadow of death. You shall fear no evil. You shall fear no being alone. You shall fear no karmic. You shall feel no loss in being told you're not the person right now, or it's not the time right now. You will not feel that. You are going to overcome that. With the Tower comes the new beginning. With the new moon in Scorpio, it will bring down and destroy what you have worked so hard to build. And in lieu, you will have a new foundation, the prosperity, the seed, the tree. It will be there for you, and you will bear fruit. And look at the 2 hands coming together. Your relationship will be mended. And there's butterflies in that tree. And it's funny because death is also represented by the butterflies. And I can't get that right. Okay, whatever. And I keep talking about the Hermit. There's definitely a Virgo involved here. Hermit's at the bottom of the deck. I'm just going to leave it here in the middle. It kind of grounds the reading here. I really feel like, and look, Justice is now there at the bottom. Lots of Libra, Virgo energy, and Scorpio. Notice how in Vedic astrology with the chart, you have Virgo on the left, on the bottom. Libra in the center on the bottom. Scorpio on the right on the bottom. Those are the triangle. Can you picture that triangle, that pyramid of the foundation? It's the 3 pieces of the foundation of this life, of this relationship. And with the Tower here, it's like they're destroying the foundation. They're destroying the relationship. They're destroying the home. They're destroying the job, the thoughts, the energy, the time, the dedication. I even feel like cars, you might need to go buy a new car. And you guys are freaking out about it. You've had a car for several years. Now it's starting to give you problems. And you're like, you know what? Shit, I need to buy a new car. But I don't want to buy a new car. I like my car. I just got this car like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. You know, it's that kind of energy. I don't want to go out and spend more money, more time, more energy on another vehicle. I'm happy with this one. Can't I just fix this car? The problem is, no. Spirit's saying, no, you can't. You need to spread your wings. Get out of this box. Destroy this foundation. Let it go. Whatever attachments you had held on, whatever deep beliefs you had been gripping onto with this person, with this home, with this car, with this life, let it go. You will rebuild and it will be better. But I'm uncomfortable. I can't afford a new car. Well, then why are you telling yourself you can't afford it? Because you're bringing that in your life. Why don't you tell yourself it's time? It's just time. I will find a way. It's time. I need it and it will be so. And I will be happy and it's for my greatest good and it's for the better of my life. And damn it, I will embrace it. Bring it on. I'm going to have such happiness with this new car. When you speak that, and it doesn't have to be a car, guys. I hope you're using my analogy. When you speak that into existence, it will be so. But if you try to convince yourself that there's no way you could be happy nor have this new car, it's too much. You just need to focus on fixing the car. Then that's what is coming down with this Scorpio Tower. It's Aries and Scorpio. It's this 1-7 axis. Don't focus on fixing the damn car, guys. If you have to spend an extra $100 a month, $200 a month, even $400 a month on this new car, do it. Because you're going to be safer. You're going to be better taken care of. You're going to enjoy more. You're going to manifest more from this new vehicle. You're going to feel better. You're going to look better. It's going to be all around a good feeling. Get into a new car, guys. Get into a new car. Smell that new car smell. Get behind the wheel and let that clunker go. Let that Pinto go. It's time for a new beginning. The old foundation must be ripped away, and sometimes it hurts like hell. But you gotta rip the Band-Aid off. If you are anyone out there resonating in obsession over a karmic partner, maybe obsession over your partner, period, maybe obsession with loss and childhood memories, whatever you could be focusing on that is making you look and feel like this. If you are looking and feeling like this is what you're manifesting, guys. This, not the new car, not the new relationship, not happiness. Because if you were really happy and you were putting happiness into the cauldron, this magician would not pull out his hat of tricks and give you this. Your manifestations are from your ingredients, the recipe you're using to manifest this new reality. That's on you. Because it doesn't matter if this 2-cup thingy is an issue for you or not. If you are showing up with that disparity, poverty kind of mind, fill my cup, I'm unhappy, I need you, I want you. Until I have you, I will not be happy. Until you leave that karmic, I will not be happy. I will not rest until this karmic is gone. I will not find peace. I will not find clarity. I will not find restoration in my life. I will not be happy in my life. I will not. You are speaking an oath into existence. Like that piece of paper that she has that was ready to be burned into the fire with that card, release your ex. You are creating an oath and a promise to yourself that you are incapable of coming out of this without a specific condition, without a specific plan and desire, and if it doesn't happen that way, it's not going to happen for you. And if you are putting that into the pot, Spirit is saying, this is one of those special occasions where a tower is going to come down. And it's either going to be by choice, by you saying, I'm done with that, I want my new car, I'm walking away. Prosperity will begin, success to the place in my life of happiness, with or without you. That's going to be your decision. If not, if you decide that you want to stay in the cold, trying to get your car started again, and every time you start it, the battery keeps dying. You start the car up and you drive somewhere and you park it and then it dies. And then you start the car up again and it's charged, someone helped you, and you drive the car and the next day it dies. If you want to keep working on that old car, and here comes that Eight of Pentacles, doing the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different result this time. If you're going to be in that energy, you're going to keep having that car fail you every morning. Because you are unwilling to release that thought, that held on tightly belief. I don't know if it's pride, ego, or pain, but you're unwilling. You're unwilling to say, let it come down. I'll give in. I'll go buy the new car. Whatever it takes, I want to be happy. If you're not willing to let it come down on your own, this is one of those times Spirit says, I'm sorry, but your car's going to keep dying on you, and the tower is inevitable, and eventually that car is not going to start up again. Eventually it's going to be too late. You can't trade your car in for another, $6,000 or even $500 towards a new car. You can't turn your car in for parts. It's completely beat up. You've completely lost the car. You've lost yourself. Now you have to start from ground zero. You have to have no trade-in value. You're going to walk to go get a new car. You're going to suffer. Your feet are going to bleed. You're going to be cold, and you're not going to have a jacket or earmuffs or mittens. You're going to be walking in the cold, trudging that mountain, being the hermit, being the Five of Pentacles, being the Five of Swords. You're going to go through hell and back. And then you're going to finally let it click. Maybe a year later, maybe 20 years later. And some of you twins out there, if anyone's watching, have been waiting 20 years. And that's why. Because you were unwilling, or maybe you didn't have the knowledge at the time to let the damn car go, trade it in, and get going with the universe. Go with the flow. Go with this relationship where it naturally takes you. Follow your guides, your archangels, and your intuition. If you are ignoring your guides, your intuition, because your intuition and guides are saying, let it go. Here's the tower. Let it go. Those are your guides. Those are your intuition. If you are refusing, then I can't help you. And your guides can't help you. And God isn't going to help you. You know why? Because you refuse to help yourself. This is the world of free will, guys. You must help yourself, and if you are unwilling, you will suffer for 20 years, 80 years, 100 years, till the next lifetime, until you finally let it click. Have you gone through the mountain of darkness and coldness enough? Have you been on your journey alone enough? Has the hermit showed you how to find enlightenment enough?
Mommy.
Or do you need to stick in there longer?
Mommy.
I love you too.
Mommy. Mommy.
Do you need to hang in there longer, guys?
Mommy.
Who here wants to raise their hand and say, I'd like to be stuck in the cold more, please, with my broken car? I would really like that. I would like that. I don't think anyone here would raise their hand. But you know what's really sad? Even though nobody here is raising their hands, some people here are silently raising their hands. Some people here are so stubborn and maybe codependent and stuck into some kind of evil darkness, an addiction of obsession, that they are not able to release themselves. And that's the devil card. Don't. They are not able to release themselves from this karmic loop, from this connection of love that is not working out. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. So you know what I mean? There's some people that are so, and maybe it's a spell, maybe it's a curse. Maybe they got into dark magic, or somebody put dark magic on you. Maybe someone is dark. You know, I don't think anything's wrong with the dark. I am all for finding balance. Strength and wisdom is acknowledging the dark and light part of you. That's Hercules. That's God, half human. It's understanding the darkness inside you and the goodness inside of you. You texted the wrong person, by the way. You Skyped me all those messages. Okay. Anyway, sorry, guys. And you know what I mean? It's about knowing your dark side. And I really feel that's a focus today. I meditated on it this morning. I felt it. And, you know, that story of Hercules and the Hydra is really about you defeating yourself. It's the transformation of the shadow. That's the notes I took. Transformation of the shadow side. Talk is cheap. We can talk ourselves into oblivion. But until we get that Aries staff, and we do, it's all talk and it's cheap. This is a sign of testing. This new moon in Scorpio is the sign of a test, spiritual test. This is your soul. You signed up for this at this moment, at this time. Your soul is ripe right now to go through those two pillars of the moon, those two pillars in the Hierophant, to walk through the test and defeat Hydra yourself. And if anyone out there thinks, I'm good, I've got nothing wrong with me, you just discovered Hydra. It's your pride. It's your ego. It's you demanding an apology. You demanding respect. You demanding the golden goose. You demanding the gold at the end of the rainbow. I earned it. I deserve it. I want it. I get it. I put in the effort. I'm perfect. I waited so long. Do you hear how many I's are in that sentence? I, me, 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 me. Maybe that's Hydra. That's the problem. So if anyone can sit there and say, I'm good, I just called you out. And that's okay. And if anyone here says, I'm not good at all, I'm defeated, I can't overcome this, I'm not strong enough, I'm not worthy enough, I don't deserve it, I'm a shattered person, I don't look right for this person isn't attracted to me, they don't want me, they're happier with someone else, why would they want me, I don't make enough money, I don't have enough success in my life, I'm not where I need to be in my life. Well, then guess what your problem is, and I'm going to call you out. You have no strength. You are defeated. And you are calling in defeat, and you are weak. And that is why you are being tested. That is why you're being called out. That is why your tower is here. Because some people have an overinflated ego, and some people have none. No ego at all. They're completely shriveled, shrunken people. They have no strength. You have to have balance. This is where the Libra card comes into play. You have to have the balance of two energies, humbleness and ego. Strength and weakness and humble. You have to have the perfect median. The perfect balance. This is when your chakras come into play. This is when balance comes into play. This is when self-love comes into play. Because when you sit down and you meditate and you clear and you purge and you align your mind with spirit and your soul and Mother Earth, you will find a nice, good alignment of a little bit of good and a little bit of evil. A little bit of dark, a little bit of light. You'll find a good balance. It's healthy to have ego, just not too much. It's healthy to have humbleness, but not too much. Do you see the unbalance? That is why union is not happening for everybody. Balance. Don't sit here and whine to me and say you don't have it and you can't have it and you want it, but you don't understand. Seek yourself out. That is what Spirit is telling you. Go within right now. Get on this journey if you're not there already. If you're not here already, get on it. Because some of you guys should be walking down the mountain full of wisdom by now. Bringing light to others. And some of you, if you're not doing your job, you need to start walking up the mountain of hardship and conflict and the battle of Hydra of yourself. You need to walk up that mountain, get that star, and bring it down to earth. You need to do something. Because if you are sitting upset in stagnancy or pain or defeat or conflict or confusion, you gotta do it. You need to find strength one way or the other. But this is your test. This is the time to make a choice. This is the time for movement, and it's not always going to come from your partner. If this resonates for them, great. If this resonates for you, great. But it's got to come from someone, and whoever's watching or whoever knows who this is for, you know who you are. And you know what your problem is. So get with it. Quit doing the same thing over and over again and hoping that someday you're going to have some blessing bestowed upon you because you're so deserving of it. You don't have to get off your tough and do anything for it. You're just going to sit on the couch and order the pizza and expect a wonderful meal. Expect satisfaction. Has anyone ever sat on the couch, been lazy because you're sick or tired and you don't want to cook anything, and you order pizza and it sounds really good, and then you get it and it's cold and it's not even warmed up? It's like it arrives lukewarm and the pizza's burned a little bit and it's not even made right. And you're like, this is not really what I expected. But you were too lazy to get up and make a meal yourself. Now you have unsatisfaction. You have unsatisfaction because we are unwilling to do the work. Yes, this is a journey, not a destination. Karen, you're absolutely right. Whoever here knows. I'm on a life journey. I'm on a life path. I'm not on a life destination. I'm not on a reward-giving throne. I'm on a journey. I have to literally move my feet. The padas in astrology, you need to move your feet through the zodiac, through the astrology, through your signs, through these hardships, trials, and tribulations. You have to go through the test. Do you know in Greek mythology, Hercules had to pass 12 tests? Do you guys remember that? If anyone knew that, Hercules had to pass 12 tests before he could become a god. Isn't that ironic that we have 12 zodiac signs? 12 houses. You are Hercules. You are God and human. You have 12 tests. You must overcome them all. You are going through the 12 houses in this journey called life, and you are to learn and gain something from each house. Jupiter in Vedic astrology, which is the true one, is sitting in Scorpio. Your teacher, your guru, Jesus, is sitting in, Buddha is sitting in the 8th house. He is asking you to learn something from letting everything go. What was the one thing Jesus said before the 12 disciples? There's the magic number again. I'm just going to say it and I'm not going to harp on it, but 12 tests for Hercules. 12 disciples for Jesus. Why is there 12, 12, 12? It all comes down to the zodiac signs, the testings, the houses, the lessons. This is your life. Anyways, Jesus and Buddha and the teacher, the guru, is sitting with the sun, King, God, in Scorpio. The sun is transiting there very soon, you guys know. So the king and the sun, Jupiter, the Holy Spirit, is sitting there. Well, it's not really the Holy Spirit, it's Jesus, it's Buddha, it's the teacher, the leader, the guide. They are sitting there in Scorpio. That's why you're getting archangel assistance and guidance for the tower. You're getting the tower because that's what God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit are wanting you to do. If you are praying for an answer and this is your answer, but you don't like it, then that's not our fault. Well, I don't like the answer I'm given. I don't like the answer to my prayer. I don't like that I'm doing candle work and meditation and this is what they want me to do. That's your bad. But this is the steps to get to enlightenment and to get what you want, to follow your path and your destiny. This is the answer. Let it go. It's the foundation. It's the past. It's being built and created. They are promising you a reconciliation and a relationship committed with your soulmate. They are promising you that, but you have to let it go quickly. Time is of the essence, and go within and learn a lesson here. You have to learn a lesson here. By kneeling, you rise. By cutting things off and trying to defeat, you lose. Search for the shadow and conquer it inside yourself. Scorpio is all about psychology. Scorpio is the psychologist sign. It is your therapist. It is your teacher. They want to find who you are in your mind. You're going to find that with Jupiter here for the next 18 months, you're going to learn more about yourself than any other time of your life that you can remember. It's a time of learning and growing. This Hermit is Sagittarius energy. I know it says Virgo, but it can be both. But it's strong Sagittarius. Sagittarius is represented by the mountain. By climbing up the mountain, having a goal in sight, reaching it and achieving it. Sagittarius has the arrow, and they have a goal, a bullseye, and they achieve what they seek. They're lucky because they get the job done. The Hermit gets the job done. It's also, Sagittarius is represented by the mountain. Being on top of the mountain in the snow and the cold. You have to be there. You have to be there for that. You have to be aware. You're not looking for an apology? Okay, well that's good, because we don't need it. You have to uproot this part of yourself, which is the tower. You have to uproot this tower, uproot your foundation and your beliefs, let it die, and let it rise again and transform. Hermes is Mercury. Mercury is the messenger of the gods, of the king. The message here is that. Let it die and be rebirthed. The quest here is aiming at enlightenment. You know that? You guys ever watched that movie? I'm sure you did. Who hasn't? Guardians of the Galaxy. When that guy had the whistle and he had the arrow and he would whistle and he could like kill a bazillion people with that one arrow. Whatever, it was magic. It was awesome. Anyways, at the end of the movie, the guy, he was like, how do you move these arrows? How do you work this? And he was like, you aim with your heart, not with your eyes. You aim with your heart. And the problem here for many of us, and I mean like 98% of us, we're aiming with our eyes. We're aiming at this relationship as a journey with our eyes. What do I see physically? What does my 3D dimensional body see? What am I getting from my body? What am I seeing? What am I getting physically? What can I touch? We're trying to see things. Okay, change. Bye. Are you changed? All right, bye. Bring your money. Sorry, guys, they're going to the movie. I can't think. Anyways, gosh, I lost my place completely. Well, I don't even know where I was going with that. Where the heck was I going with that? Okay, yeah, physically. We're trying to see things physically and results immediately in our earthly eyes and our earthly present. And the goal here is seeing with our heart, seeing with our third eye. And yes, this is why Scorpio is so deep. And Sagittarius follows Scorpio. Sagittarius is the results that you get from going deep. It's like the hermit is both Scorpio and Sagittarius. It's the results of going deep inside. The results of peeling open the layers of this onion. Really doing surgery on your heart and soul. Really get in there, dig. Sometimes you have to dig to find a jewel. Sometimes you think you're fine and you don't need anything until you dig and you find it and you're like, oh, I do need it. I do need healing. I did not realize, because you weren't digging. When you dig for the truth, you will find it. When you seek, you will find. When you knock, the door will be opened. And God wants to give you the desires of your heart. The universe wants to give that to you. Yes, baby. I love you. Did they go bye-bye? Yes. Oh, pretty. I'll be with you. Okay, go on, baby. I'll let you. Bye. Go on. Anyways, it's about going deep, and we all know that. We have to do surgery on our own selves. We have to see with our heart, not with our eyes. And that's seeing with your third eye, okay? Okay, climate. The warrior will rise from within, from the battle. You have to be in the battle to make that warrior arise. And that's what you guys are doing. You're in the battle, you're in the thick of it. And the warrior inside you will arise when needed. You will climb this mountain and establish a level of achievement at a higher place of righteousness, a higher place of thinking, and you will be able to bring the light from the mountain down the mountain to everyone else. You will be a giver of the light. Okay, you'll be getting that star for everyone else. You'll achieve the star, and you will then be able to bring help and healing and enlightenment to the world. That is part of your journey. And guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to get this little guy over the gate because he can't reach. I'll be right back. Let's get you over the gate. Ow, my butt. That's a sign I've been sitting too long. Come on. Here's the gate. Don't make a mess. Okay. Woo, my butt. Oh. I thought I got a nice new cushiony chair, but you know. And it's beautiful, guys. It's snowing over here. I'm going to have to take a picture and post it later. It's gorgeous. White, fluffy snow. The snowflakes are falling so gently, and it just puts me in the energy of the Hermit and Sagittarius. It puts me in the energy of me on that mountain, alone in the cold, hearing the snow. You know, one of my favorite things is being in the snow alone in the mountains, or just even outside, you know, on the street. And every time you take a step with a footprint in the snow, you hear the snow crunch. And it's so loud because it's soundproofed. The whole world is soundproofed, and it's like every sound echoes and you can hear it. You can just hear every little crack of every little branch, every little crunch of the snow. And it's beautiful. And I look up at the sky and it's just dark, full of stars. And I see the pine trees. Oh, it's beautiful. I love the snow at night. And man, when the full moon is out, it can't get any better. It really is calming, enlightening, and peaceful. And I think the reason they have the hermit in the mountains alone in the snow, or the king of swords alone on the mountain in the snow, is because they actually have to be alone to listen. So they think before they speak. They think before they act. They have peace of mind and clarity of mind. And everything makes sense because everything else has been quieted. The whole world has been quieted, and it all makes sense. And that's what we need to do. Okay? Anyways, let's see what the outcome is. I'm sorry my desk is a mess, but it happens. What cards am I going to use here? I think I'm just going to use my normal Rider-Waite. Okay, let's get some outcomes here. I spent way too long chit-chatting on that, guys. Sorry about that. Spirit, let's go ahead and continue here. What is the outcomes? What is the outcomes for this energy for the twin flames? Divine masculine, divine feminine. Ten of Swords. Death, again, more Scorpio energy. Damn. Defeat. Defeat. And it's funny, and I'm just gonna, I have to really ponder this reading. It's having me ponder. Conflict and defeat. And this is defeat and betrayal. Conflict, betrayal, and defeat. And remember, this is the energy of 5. And then you had the 5 of Pentacles. Feeling left out in the cold, being alone. Now we're at number 10, which is the energy of letting it go and starting fresh again. That's why it has that Scorpio energy, that tower energy. Let it come down. You know, let it go, guys. Just let it go. Let it go. Let's see what comes from letting it go. And these are for you guys that are struggling with the karmic, struggling with reconciliation, struggles. I'm going to have to do a different reading because some of us are not struggling, but some of us are. And this reading is for you today. For those of you that are in the midst of struggle, this is your reading. I don't generally resonate with this, but you know, it could be in the near future for me. If we're on a good path, this could be our future, or it could be talking about our past. But for a lot of you guys, you are in a struggle, okay? And this is the advice Spirit wants to give you. Ace of Wands. Take charge. Use your magical abilities. Do what you need to do to start fresh again. You have to end the conflict and the battle, okay? And look at that. Ending the 8 of Pentacles. Quit doing the same thing forever. You're not going to get a different outcome. You're not. And Spirit is giving you a warning that the only tower that's going to come down is going to be an ending. An ending of success, an ending of peace, an ending of prosperity, an ending to this relationship, an end if you do not let that tower come down like it should. Let this unfold naturally. Let's see what, okay, one wanted to pop out. Yeah, the Empress again. Now we have 2 Empresses. She is the energy of Venus, and she's the energy of Cancerian. That's why, that's why I say she's Taurus and Cancerian. She's both. In esoteric knowledge, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. In esoteric teachings, Taurus is not ruled by the moon, even though it is in tropical. It's ruled by Venus. It is the bringer of light. Taurus in esoteric knowledge is the bringer of light. If you can imagine a bull dragging the sun to rise every day, that would be the Taurus. You have the sun on your back. You are yoked to the light, yoked to the sun, and you bring clarity and beauty wherever you go. You're following Venus, but you're bringing light to Venus. You're the bringer of beauty, the bringer of enlightenment, the bringer of truth, the bringer of wisdom. You are grounded on the 4 pillars of truth, and that's why you're able to bring the light. And that's the Empress. With the Cancerian aspect, she is the mother, the foundation of love, the foundation of all that is yearned for. Because remember, like I said at the beginning of the reading, home is not 4 walls. It's not a house. It's not a state. Home is where the heart is. And the Empress brings beautification and healing and love to where home is. Where's your home? Where is your heart? She's coming to heal that. She's coming to nurture this and grow this and beautify your home. So if your home is with your lover, she is coming to heal and mend the broken heart. If your home is with someone that there is an obstacle, you are distanced from each other, she is coming to mend the boundaries of the obstacles, to patch up the distance. If there's a broken bridge, she comes to build and restore it. That's the Cancerian. That is the role of the Cancerian, the builder of foundations and esoteric knowledge. And Marco, if you're there, you're my Cancerian Gemini, you know what I'm talking about. But in case you didn't know, the Cancerian is the builder of all foundation, the mother of all, the nurturer. Cancerian is ruled by the moon, the mother of the entire universe. Well, our little solar system. Okay, the moon is the mother. She reflects the father. She reflects God's wisdom. That's why the mother cares about principles. When you raise children, you raise them to be righteous. You raise them to follow the law. You raise them to dress right. You raise them to look right. You raise them to speak right. You raise them to be good people. You look for the best in your children. Even when they're a rotten little brat, you're like, you know what? You're such a sweet, loving person, but you're being a little shit right now. I'm just kidding, guys. But you know what I mean? And this is the mother. This is the Empress. She will love and nurture the best of you and the worst of you. And she will bring out, like Venus, the beauty even in the darkest and grimmest of relationships and situations. The darkest and grimmest out of a third-party situation, a karmic situation, she is coming to mend those broken hearts, to mend the bridge and the gap between you and your person. But she needs you to cooperate because you are in the womb. It is being grown. You have to be willing to grow with her. You have to let her do her work. She has prosperity. She has wisdom and knowledge and love and nurturing, and she wants to give birth to your heart's desire when the foundation is ready. She cannot give birth to this situation without the foundation ready. She's not going to give birth if she has to return to a theoretical home that is not prepared to receive the gift she has just given birth to. The universe is not going to bless you with your reconciliation and the coming together of your relationship if your theoretical home, because home is where the heart is, if your home and your spirit and your body, your temple, is not ready to receive the gift. Okay? If it's not ready, you're not going to receive the gift. Now, here's the problem for a lot of you guys. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you. Sometimes you're as ripe as a peach in Georgia in the month of May. Look at that peach. You're ripe. You're ready. And that person is far, far from it. And you know what Spirit tells you? If you're one of those people, if you're ripe and you're ready and you're waiting and they're frustrating you because they are not, Spirit is saying give them the same respect and patience you were given. Give them the same dignity you were given to go within, find who you are, and come out with the truth. They deserve that too. I'm not going to let you go through it the right way and against free will do a magic poof for them to come out of it for you. As wonderful and beautiful and amazing as you are, stay that way. And I will bless you with blessings of abundance beyond belief, financial windfalls, new homes, new cars, romance, even with that person or other people. But you'll be blessed with romance. You'll be blessed with pleasure, gifts, prosperity, and peace. You'll be blessed with health. You'll be blessed with abundance. So even if that person is not willing, you stay in that energy and you will call in your soulmate. You will call them in. They will follow. You will be the guiding light. And you will be blessed, and they will be blessed by following you, and you'll be calling them in, and you'll be helping God out. You'll be helping the universe out. You'll be helping your twin out if you stay in the energy of abundance and happiness and blessings and peace and prosperity and self-independence and self-love. If you stay right here and you make the effort, magic happens. Magic happens because you're the magic. God is like, I'm not going to go against anyone's free will, but damn, you have power. Did you know that? Look at this magician and this ace of wand. This is his wand. You have power. I endowed you with power to make things happen. You have rituals, you have spells, you have prayers, you have affirmations. You have so many gifts to encourage and help. With divine timing, and the connection with your soulmate is something the universe doesn't have. The universe is always connected to you, but you have a physical connection to your twin. You have God in you. And things are changing. Wheel of Fortune. This is the energy of change. It's alert, it's time. That bull, that Taurus, we're having a full moon in Taurus, Vedic astrology. The next full moon, and guess what? And you're gonna freak out, but it's with the numbers, guys. Right now we're at 11:11. Do you know your next full moon is 11/22? 11/22 is the next full moon. Look at those numbers. That is the energy of coming together, the twos. With the ones, the 11/11, it's about self-love, self-journey, alone, power in yourself. The number ones are amplified. That's why you're in a moment of reflection. That's why you're in the moment of hermit today. Because we're 11/11. Where you're one. Uno, how do you say it? Uno. Uno, numero uno. You are one. You are solo. This is a solo test. You're being given a solo test. Your other counterpart is being given a solo test. Let's ace it. Let's freaking ace this test. Who's with me? Who wants to ace this test? Who wants to freaking defeat Hydra? Who wants to kick your own ass, that shadow side you have inside of you, and defeat it with love and humbleness and become balanced? I know I do. Shit, I know I do. Hell to the yes. I'm going to defeat this Hydra. I'm going to kick its ass. And in so I'll be kicking my own ass, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, damn it. I'm going to kick my own ass and get myself straight. And I'm going to be an arrow. And I'm going to be saggy, and I'm going to have my destination. And I'm going to have my bullseye, and I'm going to hit my target. And I'm lucky to be a saggy, because you're damn right I'm going to hit my target. And if you guys are going to take advice from someone, take advice from a saggy. Take advice from me. I know how to hit the the target. I know how to hit it. The bullseye. I know how to do it. I actually, you know what's funny? Before I ever got into astrology, guys, I love the art of a bow and arrow. I like to hunt with a bow and arrow. I love archery. I've been an archer and I love it. And I never knew this before astrology, but I loved archery. And then when I started learning astrology, just recently I was reflecting on my life and I said, shit, I'm a rising Sagittarius and I like archery. Isn't that weird? Isn't that funny? And not only that, my moon is in Aries and Mars is there. And I'm like, damn, I'm good with weapons. Guys, I know how to hit a target. You give me a 45, I know how to hit a target, and you give me a bow and arrow, and damn right. I have a picture, I'll show you. I shot it from 80 feet, and I hit a bullseye right, the black in the target, you know? And you know what? I shot with my heart. I saw the goal down there, tiny, but I didn't see the bullseye. I didn't even see the black dot. I just imagined hitting the target and what that would feel like. And I had so much hope when I released the arrow. Boom, right there, it hit the target. Steph, you're dangerous. Girl, you don't even know. I hit the target, believe it. I carry. I'm a gun-toting American. And those of you liberals who are like, I don't want to listen to tarot from her. Don't freak out, guys. I'm balanced, okay? I'm balanced. I love this earth. I love everything it gives us. And I love all the gifts God gave us. And archery is one of them. And I enjoy it. Gotta have balance, guys. You can't be Miss Goody Two-Shoes and you can't be a badass. But you can have both. All right? You can have both. Nothing's wrong with that. Have some balance. If you guys are judging me, maybe you're the judgy tutti fruities that think you're too good and you can't eat meat and you can't shoot guns. That's too unbalanced, okay? Too unbalanced. You can't be a goody two-shoes, little, fruity tooty over here and expect results. You got to have some balance, some gumption, some fire in your ass, girl. You better get some fire in your ass. You need to get some Mars, okay? You have too much moon. Mars and moon, let's work together here. Okay, anyways, guys. Moving on. We need to get these, the outcome here. Because I forget what the heck I'm talking about. But we're going to hit the target. We're going to overcome this, guys. This is your gift. You have your arrows. You have your target in mind. Let's hit a bullseye. Let's hit a bullseye. Spirit, what is the outcome with this testing? Ooh, I want 2 outcomes. 1 outcome for making the effort and 1 outcome for staying stuck, which I don't even probably have to give that outcome. You all know, but let's just do it. Spirit, can I have 2 outcomes, please? Okay, the first outcome is making the effort. You have triumph. Wait, what does it say? Triumphant success. Ace of Swords. Ooh, shiznit. I am happy with this. I am happy with this. Mental conflict is cured. We started out with conflict. Mental conflict is cured by the 3rd eye chakra. That's your beautiful amethyst energy, guys. Break out the amethyst, the 3rd eye, and that's what, and you know what's beautiful? Thank you, God. I've been sitting here for an hour talking about the arrow, the bullseye, seeing with your heart, not with your mind, giving you guys examples, and here it is. Here's the outcome. Spirit's like, yeah, see the target through your 3rd eye chakra. See the target with your spirit. Trust and believe, and you will achieve. Partnerships and alliances are on the way. Movement and choices are on the way. Movement, notice that word, movement and choices. We have 222 now. 222. And you will have reconciliation and partnership. This is by making the effort, passing through this test, letting the tower go, defeating your own Hydra. Look at the 2 hands here. Being together, partnership. This is the spirit of reconciliation. Reconciliation is coming. The Empress is saying, hey, I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you. I am pregnant with reconciliation. I am pregnant with partnership. but you have to let it go first. In order to have a baby, you got to have some pain. No pain, no gain. You will have balance. I'm just reading from the bottom, guys. Balance, notice the number 11. Okay, that is justice. You've had it twice now. Justice, number 11, major arcana. Justice, number 11, major arcana. And look, it's like the magician. He's got all 4 elements in front of him. You will have what you want. You will have reconciliation when you pass through this test, guys. Material harvest. You will materialize this relationship. You will materialize this reconciliation. And look at that, number 19, the star, the light. You will be enlightened. You will be having a wish come true, a wish granted, the desires of your heart. Venus is your evening and morning star. And in December, Venus will literally be the evening and morning star. And you have it. Number 19 goes to number 10, new beginnings. Number 10, new beginnings. You are going to have prosperity and abundance and reconciliation and clarity and justice, and you will have what you deserve because you put the work into it. You worked at it. You healed. You grew. Like the Empress, you grew. You worked with God. You worked with the universe and yourself and spirit and this person, and you found your answer. You hunted and you searched and you bled and you cried and you sweat tears. You are perspirating and perspiring from all your effort of self-reflection, defeating Hydra, defeating your shadow side, defeating the evil and dark that lies within you and taming it, holding it to the light, asking for healing and retaining balance, because you're not getting rid of the dark, you're taming it. You are having a perfect balance, and you are willing to let that old car go and get something out of it. Get something for this old car, for your work. You're like, you know what? Fine, I trust you. Take the clunker, take the car. Give me 500, give me 1,000, whatever you got for it. I'm going to take this new car and I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with it. And you're going to get the dream that you want. You're going to get that reconciliation. Bottom, I'll leave it here. Spiritual strength. And we're talking about spiritual strength. You rock that shit, guys. Buddha and Jesus are all about the number 8th house, Scorpio. That's why Jesus came and he was sacrificed on a cross to rise again 3 days later. He went through death and rebirth. That's why the 8th house looks at the 12th house. That's loss and death, but a spiritual gaining. New life. After the 12th house, you have the 1st house, new birth. Spiritual strength. You must die and be defeated to have what you want. And notice how the story of Hercules defeating Hydra, humbling himself and kneeling down to Hydra to uproot him from the ground, and then he won. But Hydra thought he won first, didn't he? He thought Hercules was bowing down to him. And Jesus, the devil thought he won. The devil thought, oh, I've overcome you. You thought you could overcome this world, but the world overcame you. You're down. You died. You're defeated. And there's the demons laughing. There's the devil in the darkness laughing at your ass. But you're going to laugh right back because you go, huh, funny, because when you die, you're reborn. When you let go, you receive. What goes up must come down, and what goes down will come up. This relationship will be reconciled and risen again. The defeat of this relationship will rise again. Because when you let something go, and it's truly yours, it will always come back. And you know this, man. You know this, guys. I don't have to tell you. I don't have to preach, but you know this. You know all of these stories. You know all of these things. You just need to remember them. Okay? I need you to remember them. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Matthew says yes. That was from the Rush Hour, if anyone here is too young to remember that movie. Anyways, I love that movie. I have to have a little humor because it gets a little serious, okay? But you know you have to stay strong, okay? You have to let it go. When you die, when you let things go, when you defeat the shadow side and you kneel in reverence and humbleness to the dark side of yourself, and you realize that part of the damage is still in you, you hold it up to the light. Whatever was in dark will always come to the light, and it will be defeated, and you will overcome. You will overcome the obstacle. You will overcome the conflict. You will overcome the distance. You will overcome the karmic. Have you ever killed anyone with kindness? If your karmic is horrible to you, speak abundance on their lives. And again, it's like astrology and theology go together. That's what Jesus said, turn the other cheek. For if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If you live by the truth, you will live. If you live in truth, you will die in truth. You will be risen again. You will not die. You will not perish. You will live forever. Which is what Jesus meant by living forever, is constantly being reborn. You will be giving another opportunity at life. You will also be constantly rebirthed in this life. You will be born again. Why do you think Christians say, born again, come be born again? They have half the story, but they don't have the whole story. See, they're afraid of esoteric knowledge. They're afraid of hidden things. They're afraid that God actually works through planets, through energy, through scientific means. God has a rhyme to his reason, mathematical, spiritual, energy order to life. And some people are afraid to see that. And again, face Hydra. Face that. Face the reality. Let this part of yourself go. Humble yourself. Let it go. If you bless this karmic with love and prosperity, guess what you're going to get? Love and prosperity. You tell the universe, you tell that karmic, bless you, sister. Bless you, brother. I hope you get everything you want. I hope you find beautiful love. I hope you find prosperity and happiness and truth and the meaning of life. I hope you both are happy. I hope you're both following your path and you're with who you need to be. I hope you find your soulmate. I hope you are with who God wants you to be with. I hope you're on the right path. I hope you are fulfilling your destiny. And you say that with the truth in your heart. You're going to get that back tenfold, pressed down, shaken, stirred, overflowing for you. And damn it, if that soulmate is yours, he's going to be home with you the next day. If that soulmate is yours, she's coming home. That's how the universe works. When you call in prosperity, you will have it. When you call in healing, you will have it. When you call in the power in the universe, in your soul, manifested physically on planet Earth, in your body, the universe becomes physical. The things of spiritual realms become real. They manifest. That's why the universe and the planets love us down here. That's why they love this planet and you and I and what we can create, because they get to experience manifestation made real. Their dreams, their aspirations, their destiny, their hopes, their energies, it becomes something. It's alchemical. Whatever the universe feels and sees for you, the destiny you are born with, it gets mixed up into this cauldron and you bring it into existence, into physical reality. You bring it. You create it. You birth it. You give life to energy. That is what this Empress card is. You are going to give life to the energy of the universe and the energy inside yourself. You give birth to it. So I'm going to leave it at that. If you guys need to release something, or someone needs to release something, it starts, you know where. That's where it starts. You are going to have reconciliation. Oh, but I forgot. What's the outcome if you don't want to learn your lesson? If you guys want to be, obsessed, you can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't drink, you can't smile, you can't go to the movies, you can't clean your house, you can't get a new car, you're depressed, you have to smoke, you have to drink, you have to drown your sorrows in whatever. If you guys cannot find the strength inside yourself to defeat this Hydra, which is yourself, the illusion of being trapped, the Eight of Swords and the Devil card, if you cannot release yourself from this, what is the outcome? What is the outcome? Spirit, what do you see the outcome being without release, without growth? You get solitude. What is this? 9? Oh, this is the Hermit. Stop. You get solitude, so you get the Hermit card. Didn't I say this earlier? Rewind the video. This is exactly what I said. You're going to have that tower come down, and you're going to have to start from 0. No, you're going to be forced on the same mountain that people are choosing to go on right now. People are choosing to be here right now and defeat Hydra and their soul self, their shadow side. They're willing to defeat it and let it go at the tower. If you're not willing to defeat it, you still have to go up the same mountain. The same mountain. You can't avoid the inevitable. It's still coming for you. The tower. But it's going to be harder. It's going to be more painful. And it's going to be a longer journey because you're going to start after everybody else. And you're going to see people coming into reconciliation. You're going to see people healing. You're going to see people ahead. And you're going to just be starting the journey. The next card for you is solar plexus chakra. Confidence. Strength. You're going to have to find strength in yourself. You're going to have to work on the solar plexus chakra. So if you are struggling, get yourself some yellow calcite. Get yourself some smoky quartz, something yellow looking, okay, anything yellow looking, orange, yellow. Get yourself something. Get yourself an orange candle, okay, yellowish orange candle, and call in your power. Call it in. I saw the strength card pop up too, and I should have grabbed it. It was in my little pre-shuffle. But you had the strength card pop up. So you did have that Leo energy. You have to overcome. And Leo is exactly that. Leo is overcoming your demons. Leo defeats the lion within. And in esoteric knowledge, with zodiac explanations, the Leo is not one lion. The Leo is 2 lions fighting each other. The 2 lions are, one is the soul self, and one is the dark part of the soul. So the light is fighting the dark. Those are the 2 lions. That's why a lot of you guys see those lions on those pictures when you Google it, and they have a black lion and a white lion. You have your shadow side and your light side. And that's also true with the Chariot. They're the same kind of energy, defeating your other half, finding balance between the shadow side and the light side. Here it is, the same with power with the Leo. Fighting the inner side of yourself, the shadow side, and the light. Finding balance, 50-50. You're going to have to empower yourself. If you are struggling to make these decisions on your own, this is your focus to get out of the rut. Solar plexus chakra, empowerment, Leo energy, sun energy. You're going to have to pray to God. You're going to have to get some strength. Okay, recognition and reward comes through humbleness. This is the 3 of Wands, and he's humbled. Do you see the light humbling him? You have to be humbled by wisdom, humbled by the light, humbled in knowing that you're asking for guidance, you're asking for wisdom. You're taking a step forward in the right direction. You will still get there. It's just taking longer here. These are your steps. You will also have to, number 4 of Cups. No, Four of Swords. Four of Swords. Rest and rejuvenate. For those of you that are struggling and making these hard decisions, maybe you just don't have the energy to combat anymore. You are defeated. Maybe you are Ten of Swords. You are conflict and defeat. You need rest and relaxation. Self-love. This also comes from the solar plexus chakra. That's why she has yellow behind here. Self-love and empowerment. Solar plexus chakra is your focus. That's where you're going to find your healing and love, because it's going to give you energy and confidence. Okay, this is that Jupiterian energy, solar plexus. It's also the energy of Mars, which gives you energy, drive, endurance. Okay, you're going to need Mars, and you're going to need Jupiter, and you're going to need the sun. Those are the energies you're going to be pulling. Okay, then you have accelerated motion, Eight of Wands. You're going to have to do it quickly and with a lot of force, with a lot of energy. When you are empowered, when that power comes inside you, boom, like a boomerang, you're going to be accelerated. So you are going to be playing catch up, but you can still get there. You just need, here's my main point, you need rest and relaxation and meditation. That's what you need. Rebuild the love and energy inside yourself. Build up that power. Build up that strength. Build up that fire inside of you that was once there. Let it bring you to life. It needs to happen quickly. You need to come to a decision. It's something that you need to do. You're not going to miss this test. It's a testing, and whether you can push yourself or not, it's going to happen. But I would rather push myself than be pushed. Okay, find it inside yourself. That's why we had Hermit twice. Find it inside of yourself. Find the strength. Find that fire somewhere. Whatever makes you want to go. Whatever pushes you. If it's your children, if it's your family, if it's your spirit, if it's your spirit guides, if it's loved ones passed on, if it's this relationship, find the energy inside you to stand up and just do it. You're going to feel so much better that you did. You're going to feel really good that you did. This is the energy of my reading today. Facing your shadow side. You're the same person, dark or light. It's just a different perspective. You're the same person, but there does need to be balance. All right, guys, that is my reading. I hope it was good for you guys. Okay. You have a wet butt. What did you sit in? You smell good. Oh, you sat in watermelon, didn't you? Did you sit in watermelon?
No,
I think you did.
I didn't.
I smell watermelon on you. You smell really good, but it's watermelon on your butt. Yeah.
But I don't have one in the back.
Okay, give me kissy.
I want a yellow dog.
Okay, you'll get a yellow Dalek. Oh, see, he wants a yellow Dalek, and the focus here is the solar plexus chakra, the yellow. And I started out with my sunflower. Solar plexus was big today, guys. Self-empowerment and self-love. Anyways, I hope this reading was good. It was winded and it was long, and my gosh, thank you for staying with me. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination point. So just keep swimming, keep loving yourself, and keep treating yourself like the queen and king you are. And you're going to get through this just fine. It's just life, and it's got its ups and its downs. Sophia, I will send you a card or two through picture on your Facebook, okay? I'll send that to you. For those of you that are waiting for your private readings, I've already done them. They're all done. So you should not be waiting longer than today or tomorrow. YouTube has kind of given me an issue. I don't want to speak it into existence, but if you watch a lot of other readers, you're hearing it across the board. People are struggling getting videos out with the recordings on YouTube. It's just, I don't know what it is, guys. And even the other day, you guys saw me with that stupid astrology reading. I tried to have one video and I had 4. I'm so frustrated. I'm just going to delete it. But yeah, so anyways, all the readings are done. They're completed. Just give it a little time here, guys. I'm checking it periodically, and you're getting the readings. If you can't wait, just message me. We can do a Skype live, okay? And for those of you that want new readings, somebody wants readings, message me. Let's go ahead and schedule. I'm always a week out. I never say next day or 3 days. So if you guys are my old regulars and you know it's the good old days where you can message me today and we can do a reading today or tomorrow, it's not like that anymore. I need time for upload purposes and things like that. I always want a week out. If I can push it, I'll do 4 days, 5 days, but I'm not going to do that. If anybody wants an emergency reading within 24 hours, 48 hours, just give me the courtesy to pay for an emergency reading, and I will make time for you that day, okay? Within 24 hours, I will make time set aside to do a full hour reading for you if there is an emergency situation and you need clarity and you need guidance. Stop. And you need help, okay? So I'm always willing to help you guys. Some people just have emergencies. That's why we have an emergency room. It needs to get dealt with right now. So let's do that if you have an emergency, okay? I'm only doing my astrology readings a few times for like a month. So I'm full for this month for astrology readings. But if you want one, message me and we'll schedule for next month. I'm only going to do probably 4 or 5 a month. 4 or 5 astrology readings per month because it takes hours and hours and hours to do someone's chart properly. Because I have to explain it to you and tell you what it means for you and your destiny and your path and who you're with, etc. So it's a lot deeper than a tarot card reading, okay? And that's it, guys. If you want any of these readings and reports, you know where to go. Look in the description. My website is listed. And I love you guys so much. Thank you for being with me. And if you're new, thank you. Please like and subscribe. It would make my day. Okay, it would just make my day, and it would spread the word, and more people can get these good messages. Okay? All right, guys, I love you. I'm sending you love and light and healing and spiritual strength. I love you guys so much. I wish you could just feel it and know it, what I mean in my heart. I wish you could know. You mean the world to me. You really do. You guys are my extended family, my light family. And I want prosperity and the best for you. All right, well, I love you guys. Have a beautiful 11/11, and I'll see you mañana. Bye-bye.